Is Boris Johnson resigning a good thing for Labour? Boris Johnson is a liar. He's corrupt. He gives PPE contracts out to his business mates rather than the person that, or the business that will most effectively do the job. He'll do the same for track and trace. He'll come up with herd immunity schemes and basically kill pensioners in nursing homes because he hasn't acted quick enough. He is abhorrible and I can't stand the man, and he's been found out. He's been found out, finally. After years, he's been found out. But do I want him to resign? Now, I've been mulling this over the last couple of days, and I don't think I do. I don't think I do want him to resign. Hear me out. If there was an election tomorrow, who would you want running for the Conservatives? As someone that wants more than anything to kick the Tories out of government, who would I want running? Would I want Boris Johnson running, who is tarred now with corruption and lies, or would I want a nice, slick, smooth Rishi Sunak coming in, who is apparently the clean boy out of the Tories? I guess you could say that. Out of the lot of them, I guess he's the cleanest, even though we all know he's obviously not, and it would just be business as usual. But here comes my point. Who would I want running? I want Boris Johnson running. And again, I guess it comes down to what the tactic is. I mean, if I was a Tory supporter, I'd want Rishi Sunak. I'd want Boris gone, and I'd want an election in about 2 years where Rishi Sunak's in, and we can do a bit of sort of plain sailing as much as we can up to an election in about 2 years' time, so everyone can forget and they can just lay all the blame with Boris Johnson. The last thing I want is Rishi Sunak taking over, because they're just going to pile all the blame on Johnson. It took us 2 years to finally expose Boris Johnson for what it is. For everyone to finally get the message, oh, okay, he is corrupt and he is a liar. Yes, of course he's corrupt and he's a liar. But Sunak's the bloody same, Patel's the bloody same, Gove is bloody the same. They're all the same, it's the party, not the leader. And all that'll happen if Johnson resigns or gets sacked or whatever happens there, and Sunak goes in place, and it will be a clean slate for everyone. All these Tory fans will go, oh, you know, we chucked out Johnson, new start. No, it's not a new start. All the time you still got Patel, all the time you still got Gove. Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. And that is what I fear the most, is Rishi Sunak taking over and an election. Although, let me know in the comment section, because I'm not sure about this. If they have to change leadership, do they have to have an election in like 6 months' time or something? I don't know what the deal is, or whether they can wait 2 years for the next election. I'm not sure. Someone let me know in the comments. I can't stop looking at this guy that's obviously like drunk on the side here. He doesn't really know where he's going. He's putting me off what I'm saying here. But yeah, my biggest fear right now is Boris Johnson resigning and Rishi Sunak taking over. Good friend of the channel that just got in contact with me, Political X. I'm sure a lot of you have subscribed to his YouTube channel now. He's doing a video soon about the Russian involvement in Brexit, which I'm really looking forward to watching. And he's got some interesting stuff about Sunak's connection to that as well. So, you know, the guy is not clean by any stretch of the imagination. But to the normal average Joe public that doesn't really engage in politics that much, it will just be like a clean slate for him and the Tory party, and that is what I fear the most. So I want Boris Johnson to stay, and I want an election next year. That would be the perfect scenario, but I can't see it happening. Also, I've got to say that I think Johnson will do us a favour with Brexit if he stays there. If we somehow get, I'm kind of speaking out loud here, but if we somehow get like a pro-European Labour Party, because I don't really know what Starmer, I still secretly kind of think that maybe he's got some master plan for Brexit if he gets elected. He's keeping quiet about it now, but if he gets elected, he's going to really start being a bit more pro-European, because he always was and he always has been. So nothing should change really, apart from the fear that he has right now of people not voting for him. But once he's in power, he won't have that fear anymore. But if he does have a master plan for Brexit and wants to start moving closer towards joining the customs union, all the moves to eventually get rejoining the EU, I think Johnson has got to be the scapegoat for it. He's got to be the man that everyone can look to as the bad guy that led them all down the wrong road. He's already there, okay? He's already exposed as a liar, as being corrupt. Everyone hates him now. I mean, come on, everyone does. So, tire him with Brexit as well. A Labour government, a pro-European Labour government comes in with an election next year and says, right, guys, look, Brexit is a disaster. We were lied to. Boris Johnson, Farage lied to us about Brexit. Look at their involvement with the Russian government, and look how your minds have been poisoned by this man, Boris Johnson. Let's wipe the slate clean and look towards rejoining Europe. As soon as you take Boris Johnson out now and have 2 years of Rishi Sunak, and I think you lose that scapegoat. It's got to be him. Johnson's got to take the fall for everything, and he's got to take the fall for Brexit. And that will be because the biggest problem of trying to get this country moving closer towards Europe again is Brexit voter just still cannot face the fact of being wrong and grovelling and going back to Europe. This is my dad in a nutshell. He voted for Brexit and he regrets it nowadays. I speak to him now and he will quite openly admit to me that he made a mistake when he voted for Brexit and he regrets it. But then I'll say to him, well, what do you think about rejoining then? And he'll go, no, we can't rejoin. No, it's gone too far now, we can't rejoin. Well, why not? No, we lose face, we can't, it's done. And those are the people and the opinions that you've got to change. And if you portray Boris Johnson as the bad guy that led us all down this road, like I say, he's already full of scandal and corruption already, so it's not going to be a hard move. He needs to be the bad guy that sold us all this dodgy Brexit, pin it all on him and kick him out when the time is right. What do you guys think? I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. Do you want Boris Johnson to go, or do you think tactically, if we're ever going to kick out this Tory government, we need him to stay because no one's going to vote for him? Or have you got the opinion, which is probably the more moral one, is that every single second that this man is in charge is an absolute travesty and he needs to go, which I guess you can't argue with that, can you? I don't know, it's a hard one. But I really think that Johnson needs to be that Brexit scapegoat. If we're ever going to have a chance of shifting opinion on rejoining the EU, we need to have that bad guy, that villain. And he is that villain. I mean, it's not even like we're betraying him or lying or anything. He is that man. He was pro-Brexit. He did give us an awful deal on Brexit. He's been in charge of Brexit since the transition at the beginning of this year. So he already is that man. So anyway guys, till next time, thanks for listening. Take care. Have a good weekend.